Guys, this is Akimbo and my upload rate is not great lately, so please forgive me if the stream does get a little bit stuttery. So far, the rendering quality is okay. It is not doing too bad. We haven't lost much frames, and average time to render each frame is 1.1 milliseconds, so it confirms more about it's just DayZ being crap in terms of not being optimized. But anyways, we are going to start the stream by switching to the screen. We have Control today because recently entered sale again on Steam, and I've been eyeing Control Ultimate Edition ever since I have gotten RTX 3060. So I'm gonna give it a whirl. I have it. I have the original version of Control on Xbox One, and I did play for it at least twice. I really liked the game, and I am still discovering my style on Twitch. I'm still finding my audience. I don't necessarily have to stick to Division, although I have played Division like a madman for the last few days. Did not upload, did not stream for Division, but today is Saturday, and I have had a slightly longer day than usual, so I thought I may as well just do whatever I want to do. And right now, I want to play Control. So let's head into the game and start. I'll monitor the sound level for a bit, because I'm aware that there might be a slight issue about the sound being too low. Right, I'll monitor this, but I'll start. Enter to start. Strange. It does not detect that I've got a controller. This is really weird. Alright, let me try to turn off the controller. It seems that the game does not want to detect I have got a Xbox One controller connected. So, let me try it out one more time, unplug and replug. Oh Jesus, it does not work that well, does it? Mode sensitivity, keyboard sprint mode, toggle on off, controller horizontal, controller aim assist mode disable. Right, unfortunately I may have to relaunch it because the time that I launched the game I did not turn on my controller, so it seems, so I'll be right back. Switching back to the be right back screen. Gonna relaunch the game. Jesus, what a disappointment. Come on. We're launching it in DirectX 12. Alright, it's doing the splash screen. I don't want to stream the splash screen. It's not that interesting for us. I'm more interested in... Oh, okay, this time the controller is kicking in. Right, that is great! I'm going to switch back to the game screen. It takes 0.7 milliseconds to render each frame, which is pretty awesome. Ah, I forgot. Last time I experienced network issues, I turned down the bit rate, so I'm going to increase it back to 5000. Oh, increasing the bit rate a little bit. Right, it is up now, so at least you would not see the awkwardness of increasing a bit of bitrate. Alright, let's go, new game. Let's start this shite. I believe I should call myself using speaker because of my proper audio here. Hold on a second. Somehow I'm interacting as getting inputs from PS4 channel, so right, let's see. We are back. Sorry for the mix-up. I've been playing on my consoles, and I use a different sound setting. Right, speakers, text, language, subtitle. I always want subtitles. Brightness, I'm just going to leave it as this. Let's start a new game. Alright. Right, it's not that I'm abandoning Division, nor the other Remedy game, Alan Wake, nor Fatal Frame. It's just that I really want to play Control tonight. Gonna monitor the sound.
Be weirder.
This is good.
Usual. Can't
This
be
is
helped.
pretty good.
You called me. So here I am.
Connection speed is fluttering a little bit.
I'm always glad to hear from you.
So beware, there might be slight delays in the stream live. But you should be okay.
So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie.
Oh, hello.
What is it called?
Well, it's not quite first time playing 360. Aimbot 999.
And the picture,
this is actually the third time I play through this story.
It can be beautiful,
but I want to test out the RTX 3060 that I recently got, so I want to see what's all the fuss about.
It's all a lie.
The DLSS and the light tracing, or ray tracing.
They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves.
Can't guarantee I have a stellar playthrough though. I tend to rage a little bit when the game does not go my way, so thank you for joining the channel.
Stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that
so
poster
chill,
that leads
sit
to
back and relax. Just lurk, you can lurk as well.
Welcome to the family, son.
Yeah, welcome to the family, son.
Sometimes
thank you for following.
Crawls out from behind the poster.
You are my 10th followers, officially.
And the ones that see it happen freak out.
Thank you for helping me to push one more step towards the affiliation.
Why did you bring me here?
Sit back, you don't have to like be an active chatter. Thank you very much for joining.
Hello?
Really like this game. So far the frames is pretty good. Right, since there is a slow internet issue where I live in a very old walk-up building in Hong Kong, so it's pretty bad connection in this old building. Right, we are going to read collections later on if we fancy it, but so far we're just gonna keep going. So far so good. This is the first ever game that I play on proper ray tracing, so it's very interesting for me.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Right, we are getting quite a bit of collections. Let's look for one of them, like bins, because they always branded the bins in this game is showing proper status of ray tracing, but I'm a little bit skeptical, to be honest. The texture pops in is not an instant low. I guess is because of the calculation takes some time, but I'm no expert in terms of ray tracing, just a little bit taken aback because of the texture. It seems to be popped in when you approach a certain distance.
Federal Bureau of Control.
Yeah, it does look
All
pretty
these
good,
years
but
I've been looking for them, and
I'm
they
not so
were hiding
sure
in
about all the
plain
fuss
sight.
about the ray tracing. Because I'm always aware that they could be gimmicks, you know? I'm not playing on a 144 monitor nor in 2K or 4K, just a good old 1080p. So for me, I don't reap the benefit of DLSS nor ray tracing that much. I'm still looking for the bin that is going to show the proper so-called ray tracing. But you know what? It's just business, so they really do need a gimmick to sell a new product, so I'm not blaming Nvidia for selling or overselling a technology. Or at least the reflection seems to be quite nice.
Hello?
RT! Here we
Hey,
are.
excuse me.
So have you played the Xbox version or the PC version with ray tracing or no ray tracing?
Assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator
I
that
would
way.
say RT is one of
Got
my
it.
favorite characters.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way.
Ah, I
You
see.
work for me.
Well, I've
can
never
say I
played
said-
with ray tracing before, so it is
don't
going to
hire
be a new experience for me.
Relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind
Is the background
sound.
sound a little bit too low compared to my speech? If it is so, I can
I've
turn
done
it up a
enough
little.
night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it.
No face.
Face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
That's funny, right? We have came through the main room. And we definitely turn around this corner, right? So we are going deeper into the bureau. But we came here with RT facing us with his back, right? So the space does not make sense here. So let's try go backtrack a little bit here. And then we would see that we are actually being forced down this one-way corridor, which leads back to the start. Is a mirror image in a sense. But anyways, let's get into this elevator.
The cell and the poster.
His accent, man, his
I was
accent
11
is
years
just
old the first time
weird.
I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
I don't know if you've been playing Remedy games ever since, what was the first one that I played? Oh, Max Payne, it was. It was pretty great. Bullet time, and in Alan Wake it was referenced as the bullet time. Look at that introduction. It's more like a modern TV episode introduction, isn't it? It's got a feel to it. It's one of the rarer developers that it can still keep pushing out intriguing titles. Because if you think about this, right, all the games or the developers we have liked through our lives, they may have gone down the drain over time. Even though if you have, let's say, some games that you liked 20 years
Did I
ago
lose
from
you
the
there for a
developer,
moment?
people must have
You
moved
know what's
on.
on my mind.
People must
My
have
baby
left
brother,
the
Dylan.
developers company. They
17
may have moved
years
on,
since
they
the
may have
men
changed
of this bureau
fields,
took him.
and yet Remedy keeps pushing out games that are quite interesting after all these years. So, safe to say for me, I would think Remedy is a rare gem in the industry, in the art of game making. I'm sure that I'll be missing some ideas, some items, but let's move on. Let's not spend too much time getting stuck in this maze. The opening is always intriguing. Oh yes,
Shit.
Alan Wake, the first and the second Max Payne. I spent so many hours doing
The murder weapon?
Max Payne when I was a kid. It's almost like always looking for the perfect bullet time moment. I would quick load and quick save the game all the time just to get the bullet time right. The double speech is really cray-cray as well.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now,
It's a reference to
the
Alan Wake
service
as well
weapon
with
is,
the
of course, a
acronym.
prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program.
Oh, you
Come
played
out
it
of that
first
Russian
time
roulette
last
a
year?
winner and you-
Welcome to
you're
Max
it.
Payne. I've got it on Steam, but I haven't really launched this game in a modern computer. So if it worked for you, I hope it worked for me as well. So
Look at this place. Where am I?
that is pretty good on a 3060. I mean, I'm skeptical about ray tracing, but so far it does add a layer of so-called realism. At least it feels nice to the eyes. Look at that reflections. Oh boy, I need to be careful about the jump. I'm a little bit awkward with the control for this moment. Oh, the control. Alright, we are learning the melee here.
The same gun.
Despite the first one and the second one being great games, I still haven't played the third one.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Because I can't believe... I can't really quite believe that a developer can maintain good levels of quality for the games. But maybe after Alan Wake and Control, I can believe that Max Payne 3 could be something of a build to play. I should not try to aim for headshots, we should just go for the kill. There are definitely many moments that we can make kills. So there's no need to go for some awesome headshots. Follow the board's instruction to complete the Astral Plane challenge. Ooh. Oh boy. So they're trying to force us to run out of ammos or overheat. Oh yeah. That was too critical shot. let's have a quick scout around here. Sometimes in astral planes, they have something hidden. The last time I played, in one of the astral planes, I did find some secrets. But I suspect there is no secret in the first ever tutorial astral plane. But I might be surprised. I really wish there may be a sequel. I don't know though. They have been toying about the idea to push out a new Alan Wake. Of course, I will welcome the new sequel to Control, but I don't know, man. COVID, they always blame COVID for slow progress. I guess it's certain truth to it, but if they can't afford to make a full follow-up sequel game, then I guess fans of Control will still take DLCs as an interim solution to their hunger to the new contents for Control. But I don't believe they should rush for the sake of making new content, because they still need good writers, right? They still need really crazy ideas that you can use.
Is it safe to go?
So the director gets spawned in. I never noticed that little small details, so just curious. So one of these like artifacts or the presentation of light is slightly putting me off, but maybe it is just I haven't experienced like real office with a that kind of black paint painted on the even surface. But if it is trying to emulate the reflections like that, I guess I can appreciate it. It just looks weird to me. But maybe it's just me weird to expect that there's going to be plain reflections on the wall. We can't quite expect that, can we? But anyways, let's move. Oof. The first time I see that scene, I was like, what the heck is going on? What is that, right? Exactly.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
I hope that they are going to maintain the quality here. But let's have some good faith in Remedy, pushing out new and better games. Even for sequels.
That was...
Because so far their track record is not that bad, right? It is not bad at all. It is quite good. Oh yes. Last shot. I'm gonna quickly check the rooms, although I know we have checked it already. But sometimes new item can spawn. Look at that. It's a little bit blurry, but I suppose it's for saving the resources, right? So some balance has to be made. I can't even remember for the non-ray traced version if the texture is that blurry from a distance.
The hotline. Secure line of communication.
But this part is actually quite nice.
Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The light and shadow.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
I keep having this habit of trying to reload the weapon, but there's no need to reload. It recharges over time. The game really likes me with the auto aim. Well, it's just habits of like playing a lot of different shooters. Let's get to this shelter here. Now you can see the reflection at play. There's a bit of shimmering, but I suppose it's hard to really trace out all the rays with a moving object. This game can really get people to be obsessive in trying to figure out all the secrets. So forgive me if I am searching the area a little bit here. I'm sure that we will cover